Previously on Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc.
Over?
Yes, that's what we just said.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case?
I mean, I was hoping.
Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Okay. Plenty more to go. I want to go fucking home. Hello.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
Peasants. Also, why are you?
Swear your
What the
fealty
fuck?
to us.
What's up with the crown?
We'll reward you with half of the entire world.
What?
We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status in some of our home cooking. Have you made
That sounds
your
pretty good.
choice? Will you serve under us?
Yeah, no. You're a
Oh,
crazy lunatic.
Did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
Okay, what happened to her accent?
It's been so long since I've
She
had
was
an
just
audience.
British the other.
Even
What?
I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the mastermind? She's hot. The real Juko Enoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory, or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Yeah, that's because you're fucking crazy. It's hot.
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
What the fuck?
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
Huh. Oh, shit. I'm sure we've seen her too somewhere. It was definitely before I go to the school. Before arriving at school?
I got it!
I don't know.
That's right. It was before I
Oh,
ever came
right.
to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover.
No, sorry, I skipped a thing. I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you. No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen her too somewhere. It was definitely before I got to school. There we go.
And you were on it.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why
Oh, and
you've
she
made
said
it
that
this far. Huh.
She had Mukuro say that it was the magazines were altered.
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality. Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course. Those are totally photoshopped. Photoshopped? Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back with, like, computers and junk. Oh, so they are real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean,
That
sure.
explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She
And I'm
tried that,
Makoto!
but there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Ah, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship.
Oh, like Parent
The
Trap.
older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Coincidentally also starring Lindsay Lohan, sing girl from Freaky Friday. What the fuck?
Junko fucking Enoshima.
That's not a nice
And
word.
together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair.
Why?
Whoa! She's a totally different person now.
I mean, not really. She just changed her voice and
I get bored easy as
personality.
hell. I even get fucking bored with myself.
Okay.
If you're twins, why do you have different last names?
I don't know. Divorce.
Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over?
You're not very nice to me.
Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
Someone's got a potty mouth.
If she was your twin, that means
It's pretty fucked up.
you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if.
That's it.
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
Oh shit! Now she's a sexy
For my
teacher.
plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family,
Ouch.
leaving me behind.
Her
to
ghost is
run
probably
off
like,
and join
Junko,
some
what the
band of
fuck?
Mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of
Yeah.
course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem.
Did it?
She had what I call the three atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive.
Okay, what the fuck does that even mean?
It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sure.
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away.
And she
Which is
was.
precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
So what's with the personality
Never been a
changes?
stickler
Oh,
for
what the fuck?
following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So
She sounds
to
like
change
Bubbles
things
from
just a
Powerpuff
bit,
Girls.
I decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words,
Make a little
Mukuro's
point.
death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal. Just as I suspected. When Mukuro
You
was
suspected.
killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
Yeah, because she was fucking impaled. This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
So you figured it out?
Sure.
Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that?
I don't know. She just
Sacrificed
can't.
your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar?
I mean, it's clear that she doesn't care about death
Misunderstandings sure
and
are
murder.
scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations.
That's kind
I
of
felt
sad.
despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all.
Ouch.
When I was
That's
born,
sad.
I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill.
Okay.
We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything.
Oh, like impossible.
We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret. So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited.
You horny? Gross.
Killing my precious sister with my own 2 hands.
Wait, why does she have mushrooms on her head? What the fuck?
act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it.
Where did the
It's
mushrooms come from?
Super despair. No, more than that. Super.
Again, paid by the word here.
Super despair. It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister too.
Yeah.
In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness.
It
I'm
happens.
so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you
Super
couldn't be just some ordinary person.
jealous?
You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
Yeah.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So,
Sure.
I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
I mean, I wouldn't call you perfect. There's the whole, like,
I don't
crazy
think there's
murder
anything
thing.
perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood. Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man,
Okay,
you
well, I guess
guys
it's
are
better than
so
Monokuma's actual
slow.
voice.
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away.
Are you talking about
Oh yeah,
memories?
we gotta do the mysteries. Can we
You've
get on
already
with that?
solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer. So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
Alright, so let's get on with that.
That's exactly
Damn
what we're
straight,
going to
I'm
do.
cool. What's
We're
up,
going
fellow
to solve all
kids?
these mysteries. And then we'll have our victory.
That rhymed!
Wait,
All right, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal
I
from
don't think
us?
she's gonna tell us, dude.
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean I got it. It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already
What?
gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Thinking back to what Monokuma told us, the memories that were stolen from us and what they must relate to. The motives?
I got it! You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something
Oh,
so
she's back to
important.
this now.
It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then,
Menace.
let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Sure.
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Like, her friends, right? Her life? The theme for the motive Monokuma gave us for the first murder. Monokuma gave us those DVDs. On my DVD was footage of my family. On Sayaka's was her and her friends. They had a dream they all shared. So for the first murder, the motive we were given was, human connections.
I got it!
Love triangles, I hope not.
The driving
That would
force
mean some
behind the motive
Alabama
we
shit from
presented us with
Makoto.
At that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family.
Your family.
For example,
She talks
your
really
friends.
funny. Your
I've ruined all those
I've ruined all
relationships
those
and showed you the
Okay, I'm
results.
sorry.
It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill.
Kickstarter.
But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it.
I mean, yeah,
Yes,
she is the
well,
ultimate despair. I
I'm
don't know why you're
perfectly
surprised
happy
at this
to
point.
accept your disapproval.
Okay, time for the next question.
I can't tell which is the worst
So,
voice she
What
has.
was the theme for the second motive?
For the second murder, the motive's theme was... That's when we got those weird envelopes from Monokuma. Mine mentioned how I used to wet the bed, and I still wet the bed. So the theme that time was... the past?
I
It's
got
the only one that makes sense.
it. Was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was...
Embarrassing secrets.
Embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah!
Next,
And the whole
what's next? She's
reason
gonna say
Naruto
uwu.
did what he did was to
Ara
protect
ara.
his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
The theme for the third murder was... The reason Celeste turned to the murder was... She wanted to buy a European castle and live there with a bunch of handsome men. So that time, the motive for murder was... greed.
I got it.
She needed to buy those shit.
It
That
was
shit.
money, wasn't it? Greed.
Ding ding ding.
Destroy! Hell
Okay, I
yeah, you
think
got it
this is the
again!
worst one. I think this is the most annoying one. I don't know why she has so many.
Goddamn straight it was money. Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you?
Oh, fuck. What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go.
Now, can
I
you
can't
tell
do the
me
voice, I'm
motive
sorry.
behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
The motive in the case of Sakura's death was... What was it that made Sakura decide to kill herself? It had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. So the theme of the motive in that forest case was... betrayal?
I got it. In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see,
Where'd she get the mushrooms?
once
I still don't get that.
Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards.
Sans?
Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives
Oh,
that
she's back to
exist
this
in
now?
This world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth.
Around 7 billion?
They compel humans to kill each
Name
other,
them all.
bringing despair to the world.
Actually, don't. This is taking long enough.
This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Gross.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides
Why is her
of the same
image, like,
coin,
jittering?
divided by a razor-thin
Oh, it stopped
line.
now.
Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours?
Thank you,
Weren't we
Byakuya.
discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's
Why does she have a
memories
bow on her
give
boob?
them hope?
And plus, you haven't given
I guess
us
it's not
any
really
hope
on
anyway.
it. It's like up, kind of more on her shoulder. But why is it there?
Is that so? All you've
So
been
where
able to
where
think
would you
about
put
during
that?
your
Like,
time
because it's
here
not
is
on
how
her
to
shoulder, but
escape,
it's not really on
right?
her. I don't know.
The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What?
Oh,
Why the
okay.
hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
Because we already agreed to stay.
The most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me
What the
give you
fuck?
a
That's such a
hint.
random reference.
Huh? Really?
Then hurry up and tell us.
That's such a random
Okie
reference.
dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
Just like Crazy Eddie, you're gonna get arrested. The outside world?
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna
mean,
see
not
what's
really.
out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wanna see too. See your faces sink into
Alright, just get on with it
despair.
already.
Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
What am I looking at? I guess nothing. Okay. Shit, she took over. Huh. Well, that's not something you see every day.
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous.
It
That's what
happens.
this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
What am I looking at?
My sex tape.
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
Yeah, it's called
What
Monokuma,
you
the
just
movie.
saw, all of you should recognize it.
We should recognize it? What about it should we recognize? This whole thing is
That
insane.
world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die.
Okay.
I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial.
I thought we were already doing it. Oh. Just having a stroke. Genocide Jack. Because their memories are
Come
separate.
on, bitches. Remember or die.
Okay, that's not very nice.
What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing.
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to
Impractical
remember,
Jokers. Oh, shit.
What am I supposed to be remembering?
Fuck.
Nobody can remember anything.
There we go.
This is the end
Wait.
For all of us.
What?
What other choice do we have?
If I can't remember, is it all over? I mean, how could she show me something so completely incomprehensible and then just say we remember? Every single one of us has lost our memory. It really is hopeless after all. No, wait, there's a chance that she hasn't forgotten. I'm trying, dude.
You want us to... When it comes to that crazy, confusing I don't understand. What's the meaning of the... Is this another one of your...
I mean, what am I supposed to...
Nobody can remember.
There we go. Why didn't it work the first time? Did I hit one of the, like, background chatter things?
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other Toko. Genocide Jack.
Yeah.
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you
Yeah.
say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her?
I mean, at this point, it's like our only option.
Absolutely not. That'd be like forfeiting my entire
Hero,
identity.
just bash her head, then she'll switch.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Bless you.
Da-da-da-da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer.
She finally said something
Even like it
funny.
was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
What the fuck?
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen.
Aye, aye. Roger, you got it, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain. I can't hear you. Aye, aye, Captain. Oh, sorry.
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but... Of course it does!
Hey.
Remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why
Of
didn't
course
you
I
say
didn't.
earlier? I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know?
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
Tragedy.
Tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Just
Okay,
answer the
let's not.
question. What happened?
Well, I can't
Oh,
really
fuck.
say if it happened or if it's still happening.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Oh, shit.
Why
What?
is that phrase coming up now?
It's like a purge.
Because it's all because of that event.
What is?
Can I just talk about how shitty the new Purge title
Are you
is?
serious? I'm
I don't.
talking about the way
I haven't
the
seen the
world
Purge
is
movies, but
now.
the title for the new one is really stupid. The Forever Purge.
Now?
That's such a dumb name.
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Yeah.
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling.
Darling.
So this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it.
Oh shit. So something so
I guess
bad
you
that
could say
even
what happened was man-made,
Genocide Jill couldn't
but it was
stand
more
this.
on the level
Okay.
of a
So that's
worldwide
gotta be
natural
terrible.
disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And as a result, in basically no time flat, the world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
Who's Miss? Oh,
We
Toko.
already did, and she
Why'd
didn't
she call
know
her
anything.
Miss Morose?
That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is the true tragedy!
Okay.
Hey, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened,
We're not
doesn't
lovers.
matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world
I mean,
just
sure, I
end?
guess.
It's the world.
You know,
Calm down.
purges
It's
and
okay.
shit.
There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway, so the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Tagami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What?
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
What?
Hey, so, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
I guess it fell.
Correct. Well done, peasant.
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it.
Okay. Well, that's
Even
not
if
very
you're
nice.
wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
Sure.
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think you might be sick?
I mean, sick, yes, but maybe not like
Anyway,
death
I was
sick, more like
saying,
sick as in
Byakuya's
you're fucking
entire
insane.
lineage has been totally annihilated.
Sucks to suck, Byakuya.
What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Tagami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes.
It happens.
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment?
Avatar.
You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
Progeny?
They couldn't possibly
What is
be
progeny?
gone.
Is that
The
even
Togami
a
family
word?
is destined to guide the world.
Well, you know. Oh, it is a word.
There's no world
Descendant
anymore,
or the
remember?
descendants
You
of a
got
person,
fucked
animal, or
1 year
plant.
ago.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
No.
There's
Well,
no way
sure.
that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago. If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago,
Then we lost our memory of the past
then how
year.
do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Oh.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Wait, what? 2 years ago? What does that?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
Yeah, now I'm confused. A year made sense,
I
but
understand
2
why you'd
years?
have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right?
So our memory
are the
from the
memories
past
I
2
took from you?
years have been gone?
Come now, Answer us! Answer with all your heart and soul!
How are we supposed to answer?
Verbally, of course.
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us. If what Junko says is true, if we came here 2 years ago, but the rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so, so the memories she took from us are a life at Hope's Peak.
I got it. If we
Okay,
accept that what you say is
it's
true,
all coming together.
then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
That would explain the notebook and the pocketbook.
No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, Pez.
Seriously? This
Oh,
routine
shit.
again?
Oh, okay, never mind.
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's pretty fucked up.
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life.
Yeah, that honestly would suck.
That's not possible!
I want to think that too. I don't want to believe it, but that's nothing but our desire. I don't want to believe it. I want it to be impossible. But if that's true, then we have to accept it. Alright, here we go. Okay, I guess the locker notebook.
2 years worth of memories.
I'll start with
I
that.
could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
Notebook.
No, that's wrong.
There we go.
Hiro, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
I found it in the
'Cause
locker
it's
room on the
yours?
second floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Well, apparently you have.
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt!
What the hell were you
But how
writing
is this-
anyways?
I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak. But somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
Hers, dumbass.
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hiro, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
Yes.
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
I
Just
guess.
so desperately dark. The mystery
Kinda have
solved,
to.
But it's like a goddamn funeral in here. Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral. Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many
I guess
fun classes?
2 years?
How many
About-
school events? This was, and on top
Oh,
of that,
shit.
something tragically sad happened 1 year ago.
How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting relationships, or lasting friendships, right?
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all.
Yeah, I guess so.
And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind.
Oh, well,
I'm
what the fuck,
bored.
dude?
Explaining stuff is boring.
You're boring.
What?
We are bored of this world.
I'm bored with you.
Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you
Okay.
talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves. I'm sick of expositioning all this shit.
Okay.
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Where our memories come apart? Oh, okay, here we go. Is she talking about the moment where we have lost our memories? I can only think of one time, I guess, when I blacked out at the start of the game. After I set foot in the main hall for the first time, and that was when I fainted.
I got it! The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day. When I first came to the gates of this school, and
I had a
stepped foot in
drug
the main
trip
hall,
after I took some of Hero's weed.
when I
I
passed
mean,
out,
what?
I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So
I mean, you're
don't know much
talking.
about the details,
And
but
aren't
it
you the
seems
ultimate
like
despair?
everyone remembers passing out, right? And
Yeah,
your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess
sure.
it must have been
Yeah, I guess
something
so.
like that.
But how
After I
did she
passed
take our
out,
memories?
I
Like a
woke up in a
Gravity
classroom
Falls memory gun?
with my head on the desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt
Yeah,
so short
apparently.
was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
Yeah.
You got it, honey. 2 years of memories.
Honey.
Poof, gone. Which means, of course,
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time.
It was for the second time.
Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each
Oh, we
other.
could have saved so much
but-
time if we didn't.
But by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school.
Yeah.
That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such
So why'd you
close
take 2 years to
friends.
do
You
your
spent
plan?
2 years together, and then you started killing each other.
Well, if that's the case, then at one point you were also
And
our
it was
friend.
So you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
Yeah.
I love you all so much.
Oh, that's sweet. All is forgiven, Junko. Come on here, give me a hug.
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
Okay. The ultimate despair, all mankind.
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay?
Okay.
To when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst.
Well, I mean, that's not very nice.
Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
Yeah, I
But that
guess.
couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy.
World War II? Oh, okay.
All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end.
Okay.
And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
She's the
The
headmaster.
most tragic
Or the
event in
mastermind.
human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon.
I mean, yeah, emotions
Everyone's
are, but you
capable
know.
of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
Okay.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the
Really?
78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And
Shit.
then something super neat happened. Now
What
pay
happened?
attention.
You?
'Cause this is important, and I'm
Did
only
you happen?
gonna
Is
say it
that what
once.
happened?
So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter.
Oh.
That's right. It was transformed into a shelter.
Okay, you just said that.
I said it twice.
Yeah, I know.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison.
The
Do
headmaster.
any of you know who that might have been?
The headmaster. The one who turned Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolated us here. The Prime Minister.
Could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the
Yeah.
school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside.
Damn, that sucks.
That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same
It
hope,
happens.
that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake.
Because you were in it?
It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea
That you
we,
hijacked the
ultimate
school?
Despair had already made our way into the school.
Well, that sucks.
So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became
I'll
a cage
give them
that made it
shelter like you've
impossible
done
you
for
to
me.
escape
I know
despair.
I'm not
alone. Holy shit, she's killing me.
I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
You're
By
trying,
the
you're
way,
trying.
It was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors,
Really?
all the exits.
Oh shit.
Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
Seems like it.
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Okay, well, you made us forget about it, dude.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
The killing game.
Spending the last
Sure, it
2
kinda sounds like
years waiting
Luigi
for
a
that
little bit.
moment.
I'm a
That
Luigi,
moment
number
where you all
one.
began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
Only let us live so we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why?
Sounds like it.
Why would you do that?
Makoto, we already established she's the
This was
ultimate
so
despair.
much more than a simple high school death match.
It was the Hunger
Rather,
Games.
it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck
I
of
guess
hope
that
in
too.
the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought
We
I
are
should
the
show
ultimates
them,
if...
which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
Next time on Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. Tell you what the mastermind did to show everyone in the outside world, that was